it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Hakuoki Kyoto Wins, so let's go ahead and start. As I was thinking that, the day had passed and night had fallen.
部屋にいるのか? 入ってもいいか?
Harada? Sure, it's fine.
よ、悪いな。いきなり来ちまって。
いや、いてくれてよかったぜ。このまま佐野と二人だけってのは、もう飽き飽きだからな。
何言ってやがる。飽き飽きしてんのがてめえだけだとでも思ってんのか?
Is there something wrong?
話し相手になってもらおうと思ってよ。何しろ、まともに話ができる相手がいなくて。
What do you mean? There are people everywhere.
俺たちの立場が立場だろ。部下の前で愚痴なんて聞かせるわけにはいかねえし。そもそも大使自体減っちまったし、他の幹部大使もいろいろ忙しいみてえだしな。
Well, I'm all ears. Oh, I see.
そもそも近藤さんや土方さんがいけねえんだよ。
また始まったか。
羅刹隊なんてよ、あんなもんいつまで使い続けるつもりなんだ?
So, Negekuda had something to get off of his chest about the Fury Corps. Now I understood why they couldn't talk about it with anyone. The people who knew about it were the people they blamed, and it was a secret to everyone else.
そりゃ俺だって平助には生きてて欲しかったけどよ。だからってあんな方法で生かすなんて残酷だと思わねえか?
Well, yeah, I suppose.
こんな時代に腰に大小刺してんだ。相手を切ることもありゃ、てめえが切られちまうこともある。そんぐらいは覚悟してるさ。だからって、ここはよ、死ぬことすら許されねえのかってな。
お前の気持ちはわかるけどよ。ちと言い過ぎじゃねえか。近藤さんや土方さんにもいろいろと考えはあるんだろうしな。
その考えっつうのはなんだ? この後に及んで大名になりてえとか城を持ちてえなんて抜かすんじゃねえだろうな。
そりゃまあ、近藤さんを本物の侍にするっつうのがあの人たちの夢だったんだろうしな。
なんだよ佐野、近藤さんたちをかばうつもりか? 昔からの夢って大義名分がありゃ、落ち水なんかに手を出してもいいってのかよ。
そうは言ってねえだろう。ただ近藤さんたちの立場もわかるって言ってるんだよ。
なんだよ、話にならねえな。シラフじゃやってられねえ。島原にでも出かけてくる。
Negekuda leapt up and stormed out through the door, fuming. He stormed off so briskly that the candle in my room blew out. My room felt dark, and I heard Harada sigh a little. What should I do about Negekuda?
ほっとけほっとけ。さすがに島原で羅刹や落ち水の話をするほど考えなしでもねえだろう。
But...
まあ、あいつは見ての通りいいやつだからよ。だからこそ許せねえことが多いんだろうな。
I think Harada is right. I mean, even seeing Sanan earlier this afternoon, it just feels like the Shinsengumi is slowly changing. Can I ask you one thing?
なんだ?
Harada, what do you think about the Furies?
そうだな。
His sigh made his bangs flow atop his brow.
さっき新八が言ってたこともわからねえわけじゃねえんだ。死んじまうはずだったやつを無理やり生かして人じゃねえものにしちまって、そりゃ確かに間違ってると思うさ。だがあの薬がなきゃ英介のやつが死んじまってたのは確かだからな。それに近藤さんや土方さんの気持ちもわからねえわけじゃねえ。もし新選組がなくなっちまったら、幕府に見限られちまったら、近藤さんや土方さんは侍じゃなくなっちまうかもしれねえからな。あの人たちにとっちゃ新選組以外の生き方なんてねえんだろう、きっと。新八はもともと武家の出身だから近藤さんたちの気持ちなんてわからねえのかもしれねえが、
So are you saying what is keeping everyone together is now weakening?
どうかな。そもそも同じ夢を見てたわけじゃなく、最初から違ってたのかもしれねえぜ。同じ場所を目指してるって、それぞれが勝手に思い込んでただけでな。なんつうか、しょうがねえことだっていうのは分かってるが、楽しい時期があったからこそ、辛いもんだな。
Harada was always so kind and mature and dependable. No matter whom he was speaking, he always had their best interest in mind. And because Harada understood where Kondo and Hijikata were coming from, it might have been even harder for him.
悪いな。シンパチだけじゃなく、俺の愚痴まで聞かせちまって。
Oh, please, I don't mind. It makes me happy if I can help in any way, so please, don't worry about me. I can't really do anything else.
あのよ。
What is it?
そうやって自分を卑下する癖はやめた方がいいぜ。何もできねえからここにいちゃいけねえわけじゃねえだろ。そもそもお前は無理やりここに軟禁されてた立場なんだしな。
He reached his hand tenderly towards my head and patted the top of it. Aw.
少なくとも俺は今お前に話を聞いてもらって心の使いが取れたぜ。何もできなくても誰かがそばにいてくれるだけで気持ちが楽になることはあるんだ。
Really? His words were so kind. Could I trust them?
俺は平然と嘘をつけるほど器用じゃねえよ。知ってるだろうが。
Yeah, I know, but...
さて、あんまり長居するのもなんだし、そろそろ退散させてもらうぜ。
Oh, sure. Thank you so much.
礼を言うのは俺の方だろう。そんじゃおやすみ。
He patted my head a few times. And he left my room. My room fell silent again. If Harada were ever faced with a situation where he had to decide to drink the serum or not, I wonder what he would do. Would he drink the water of life, just like Haisuki did? I don't know. To die or to live but as a monster? What would you guys choose? Let me know in the comments. Even I'm not 100% sure what I'd want to do. I feel like I'd want to continue living, even if I were a bit of a monster. But I would... There's the good chance that you'd go deranged, right? I don't know. The Shinsengumi, once solid, now wavered. What would happen to them? What would happen to the Fury Corps? Men were forced to watch as their friends became the undead monsters known as Furies. Was it any wonder that they found themselves conflicted, or that tempers began to rise? Several days later, the order was given to begin the Imperial restoration. The formal movement followed by those who sought to back the Emperor in the government instead of the Shogun. The Emperor would be restored to power, and his court would once again rule the nation. The position of Shogun would be abolished, and Kyoto's military and judiciary commissioner positions would be eliminated. All that the Shinsengumi had fought for and believed in was falling to pieces. Our pets' heads are falling off. Okay. Oh, okay. December 1867. As the order to begin Imperial restoration came, Satsuma and Chosu troops started occupying the city of Kyoto. At the same time, members and affiliates of the Tokugawa shogunate were being removed from the Imperial Palace, and eventually Kyoto altogether. They, as expected, did not take this lightly. In response, the shogunate's military forces were beginning to march from Edo to Kyoto. As tensions rose from the approaching shogunate armies, the Satsuma and Chosu were preparing their own forces for a hostile confrontation. The situation was growing increasingly frenzied. As the shogunate scrambled to call upon their remaining allies, the Shinsengumi received an order to come to the Fushimi magistrate. Having all of their men and armaments gathered in, the Fushimi magistrate enabled the shogunate to act in the event of an emergency. So off we went. On one such day, during the commotion...
おい、大変だ！近藤局長が何者かに狙撃されたぞ！
Oh. Bad news was delivered to the Fushimi magistrate. There had been no witnesses, and the culprit escaped unseen. Their motives could have only been guessed.
ふざけんじゃねえ！誰が撃ちやがったんだ！行くぞ！手の空いてる奴は俺についてこい！
Negakura got a crew of warriors together, and they all headed towards the location where Kondo was shot. Nerd. Yamazaki and I had taken turns caring for Kondo, who was in critical condition from the gunshot wound. This took some time. According to Yamazaki, this was the only duty that we could do from the compounds. I had left for the outside, which was chilly in the winter air, to get some cold well water. From a distance, I overheard two familiar voices, so I stepped behind a tree to listen. It was Sanan and Okita, the latter of whom was worsening with his ill condition.
ねえ、三男さん。落ち水は怪我だけじゃなくて病も治せるの？
怪我は落ち水で治りますが、病はまだ試したことはありません。沖田くんが自分の体で試したいというなら、私は止めませんよ。
ほんのわずかでも体が治るのなら、それで近藤さんの仇を討てるなら。
Upon hearing Okita's idea, I couldn't help but jump out. Wait, you don't know for sure that you'll get better, so you can't take it. In response to my sudden appearance, Okita had sneered down at me coldly.
治るかもしれないのに、君は邪魔するんだ。
Well, Sanan just said that he's never tried it on anyone with your condition, so why...
ええ、確かにそう言いました。だから沖田くんさえ良ければという話です。
Sanan's tone came off as an attempt to undermine my interpretation, rather than clarify his own. Are you okay with that, Okita?
いいに決まってるじゃない。君に何がわかるっていうの？邪魔しないでくれるかな。
I wasn't trying to get in his way. On the contrary, I actually agree with the sentiment of avenging Kondo as soon as possible, but it was so difficult for me to sit idly on the side as he drinks the water of life. I mean, there's no telling if it'll help his condition or worse. As I was about to defend how I felt, another voice emerged from behind to weigh in.
おや、宗司。こんな夜遅くまで起きていて大丈夫なのかい？
It was Inoue.
ええ、少し眠れなくて。
そうだったのかい。起きているとトシさんが心配するからね。そろそろ部屋に戻った方がいいよ。
それじゃあそうしようかな。おやすみなさい。
It seemed as though Okita felt more reserved when Inoue was around him. As he returned to his room, he sauntered away, caught up in his dejected malaise. When Okita was out of sight, Inoue lowered his voice and mumbled in a concerned tone.
三男さん、大きな声が聞こえたけど何かあったのかい？
いいえ、井上さんが心配するようなことではありませんよ。
それならよかった。勇さんがあんなことになってしまったからね。宗司は気が高ぶっているんだよ。あまり刺激しないでやっておくれ。
Inoue held the interests of Okita close to his heart, and Sanan nodded in agreement.
そうですね。わかりました。
A mutual understanding was reached between the two with Sanan's peaceful answer, and Inoue smiled at the two of us in front of him.
雪村君、すまないが勇さんのそばにいてあげてもらえるかい？医術の心得があった者がいてくれると私も心強いからね。
Of course. I'll go as soon as I get some water.
それじゃあ私は先に行ってるから。
Inoue then bowed slowly to Sanan and me, and we saw him off with a smile on our faces. Well, I wouldn't call it a smile, but Rather a smile through grated teeth. Considering. Moments prior to Inoue's arrival, we were fighting. It looked like Sanan had picked up on the same cue. But what could be going through Sanan's mind? To go so far as to suggest Okita drink the water of life. I contemplated speaking up to ask Sanan about it, but he beat me to the punch.
さっきは何かを言いかけていたようですね。言いたいことがあるなら聞きますよ。
Well, we'll speak our mind in the next episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.